Good morning, everyone. Have you ever reached the end of the day feeling exhausted, yet realized you accomplished almost nothing? You were busy. You answered messages. You checked social media. You watched videos. You switched between tasks. You stayed occupied for hours. But deep inside, you know you didn't move any closer to the life you want. Many people call this burnout. But what if the real problem isn't that you're burnt out? What if you're simply distracted? We live in a world that constantly fights for our attention. Every notification, every email, every video, every headline, and every endless scroll competes for your focus. If you are not intentional with your attention, someone else will decide where it goes. Your attention is one of your most valuable assets. Wherever your attention goes, your energy follows. Wherever your energy goes, your results begin to appear. The problem is not that people lack potential. The problem is that their focus is scattered across too many things that do not matter. Imagine trying to fill a bucket with water while dozens of holes are leaking from the bottom. No matter how hard you work, the bucket never fills. That is exactly what distraction does. It leaks your energy throughout the day until you feel mentally exhausted without producing meaningful progress. Many people think they need more motivation. They don't. They need fewer distractions. You don't need another inspirational quote. You need uninterrupted time to work on what truly matters. Every great achievement in history required deep focus. Great books were not written between constant notifications. Successful businesses were not built while checking social media every 5 minutes. Strong relationships were not created through divided attention. Excellence grows where focus lives. Ask yourself one simple question. What deserves my full attention today? Not next month. Not next year. Today. Every day you protect your focus, you invest in your future. Every day you allow distractions to control you, you quietly delay your dreams. The good news is that focus is a skill. It can be trained. Every time you choose your priorities over your impulses, you become mentally stronger. Every time you finish what you started, your confidence grows. Every time you eliminate unnecessary distractions, your life becomes clearer. Do not confuse movement with progress. Being busy does not always mean you are becoming successful. Sometimes the busiest people are simply the most distracted. Real progress happens when your attention, your effort, and your purpose move in the same direction. Protect your mornings. Protect your mind. Protect your time. Because the quality of your attention determines the quality of your life. The future you want is not built by doing more. It is built by focusing on what matters most. When you master your attention, you begin to master your life. Stop giving your energy to everything. Start giving your best energy to the things that truly deserve it. One focused hour can change more than 10 distracted hours. Your future depends on where your attention goes today, so choose wisely, stay focused, stay disciplined, and remember, you are not powerless. You are not incapable. You are not defeated. You are simply one decision away from taking back control of your attention. And once you do, your life will begin to change. In today's world, being busy has become a badge of honor. People often say, "I've been busy all day," as if being constantly occupied automatically means they are making progress. But being busy and being productive are not the same thing. You can spend 12 hours answering emails, scrolling through social media, attending unnecessary meetings, and switching from one task to another without accomplishing anything meaningful. At the end of the day, you feel exhausted, yet you wonder why your goals are still so far away. That is because busyness creates the feeling of progress, while productivity creates actual progress. Productivity is not about doing more things. It is about doing the right things. Imagine two people working for 8 hours. One spends the entire day reacting to notifications, checking messages every few minutes, and constantly changing tasks. The other focuses on one important project without unnecessary interruptions. Both people were busy, but only one made real progress. The difference was not the amount of time they worked. The difference was how they used their attention. One of the biggest reasons people confuse business with productivity is distraction. Every notification, phone call, message, and social media update pulls your attention away from what truly matters. These interruptions may only last a few seconds, but they break your concentration. Every time you stop what you are doing, your mind needs time to refocus. By the end of the day, you have spent more energy switching between tasks than actually completing them. Ask yourself an honest question. What did I accomplish today that truly moved my life forward? If you cannot answer that question clearly, you may have been busy without being productive. Being productive means completing work that brings you closer to your long-term goals. It means spending your energy on activities that create value instead of simply filling your schedule. Many people mistake movement for progress. They are always doing something, but they rarely stop to ask whether that activity is important. Imagine running on a treadmill for hours. You are moving constantly, but you are not getting any closer to your destination. The same thing happens when you fill your day with low-priority tasks while ignoring the work that truly matters. Activity without direction leads to frustration, not success. One of the most effective ways to become more productive is to begin each day with clear priorities. Before checking your phone or opening your email, ask yourself, what is the most important task I need to complete today? Focus on that task first while your mind is fresh and your energy is high. Completing one meaningful task is often more valuable than completing 20 unimportant ones. Learning to say no is another important part of productivity. Not every invitation deserves your time. Not every message requires an immediate response. Not every opportunity is the right opportunity. Every time you say yes to something unimportant, you are saying no to something that could move your life forward. Protect your schedule by choosing your commitments wisely. Productivity also requires periods of uninterrupted focus. Turn off unnecessary notifications, put your phone away, and create an environment where you can think deeply without constant interruptions. Even 1 hour of focused work can produce better results than an entire day of distracted effort. Deep focus allows your best ideas, your highest quality work, and your greatest creativity to emerge. At the end of each day, take a few minutes to reflect. Ask yourself what you accomplished, what distracted you, and what you can improve tomorrow. This simple habit helps you become more intentional with your time and prevents you from repeating the same unproductive patterns. Remember that your future is built by what you consistently accomplish, not by how busy you appear to others. People may admire someone who always seems occupied, but real success comes from meaningful progress, not endless activity. Do not measure your day by how tired you feel. Measure it by how much closer you moved toward your goals. Stop filling your schedule just to feel busy. Start filling your days with work that truly matters. Focus on progress instead of activity. Choose purpose instead of distraction. Because the people who achieve extraordinary success are not the ones who stay busy every minute of the day. They are the ones who know what matters most, protect their attention, and spend their time creating a life they can be proud of. In today's world, attention has become one of the most valuable resources we have. Everyone wants your focus. Social media platforms want your time. Notifications want your reaction. Advertisements want your eyes. Endless entertainment wants your hours. The world is constantly competing for your attention, and if you are not careful, you can spend your entire day focused on things that do not move your life forward. Many people believe they have a lack of time, but often the real problem is a lack of focus. You may have enough hours in your day, but those hours are being divided among too many distractions. You start a task, check your phone, respond to a message, open another app, watch a short video, and suddenly an hour has disappeared. The problem is not that you are incapable of achieving your goals. The problem is that your attention is constantly being pulled away from what truly matters. Distractions are dangerous because they rarely appear harmful in the moment. Checking your phone for a few minutes seems harmless. Watching one more video feels relaxing. Delaying an important task for a little while feels comfortable. But small distractions repeated every day create big consequences over time. They slowly steal your productivity, weaken your discipline, and prevent you from reaching your full potential. The first step to eliminating distractions is becoming aware of what is stealing your attention. Everyone has different distractions. For some people, it is social media. For others, it is unnecessary conversations, negative thinking, constant entertainment, or spending too much time worrying about things they cannot control. You cannot remove distractions until you identify them. Pay attention to where your time goes and ask yourself, is this activity helping me become the person I want to become? One of the biggest distractions in modern life is the constant need to be connected. Many people check their phones dozens of times a day without even realizing it. Every notification creates a small interruption that pulls your mind away from your priorities. To protect your focus, create boundaries with technology. Turn off unnecessary notifications. Set specific times to check messages. Do not allow your phone to control your schedule. Another important step is learning to protect your environment. Your surroundings have a powerful influence on your behavior. If you work in an environment filled with distractions, staying focused becomes much harder. Create a space that supports concentration. Keep your workspace organized. Remove things that encourage procrastination. Make it easier to focus by designing an environment that helps you succeed. Distractions also come from trying to do too many things at once. Many people believe multitasking makes them more productive, but constantly switching between tasks reduces the quality of their work. When your attention is divided, you give less than your best to everything. Instead, practice focusing on one important task at a time. Deep focus creates better results and allows you to complete meaningful work faster. You also need to eliminate internal distractions. Sometimes the biggest distractions are not outside of you, but inside your own mind. Fear, self-doubt, overthinking, and negative thoughts can consume your energy. Instead of taking action, you spend hours worrying about what could go wrong. Learn to recognize these thoughts and replace them with productive actions. Do not let imaginary problems steal your attention from real opportunities. Your priorities should determine where your attention goes. Before starting your day, decide what truly matters. Identify the tasks, relationships, and goals that deserve your energy. When you know your priorities, distractions become easier to recognize. You begin asking, does this bring me closer to my goals, or is it taking me away from them? Remember that saying no is a powerful skill. Every successful person understands that they cannot give their attention to everything. Saying no to distractions means saying yes to your future. It means choosing your goals over temporary entertainment, growth over comfort, and progress over procrastination. Eliminating distractions does not mean removing all enjoyment from your life. Rest, relaxation, and entertainment are important. The goal is not to avoid everything fun. The goal is to make sure your entertainment does not control your life. Enjoy moments of relaxation, but do not allow them to replace the actions required to build your future. In the end, your attention is your power. Where you place your focus determines what you create, what you achieve, and who you become. Every day, you protect your attention. You protect your future. Every distraction you remove creates more space for growth, learning, and success. Stop allowing distractions to decide your priorities. Stop giving your energy to things that do not matter. Choose where your attention goes. Protect your focus. Because when you control your attention, you take control of your life. And once you eliminate the distractions that steal your focus, you unlock the ability to create the future you truly desire. In a world full of constant notifications, endless information, and unlimited distractions, the ability to focus has become one of the most valuable skills you can develop. Many people believe that doing multiple things at once makes them more productive, but the opposite is often true. When your attention is divided between many tasks, you give less energy, less creativity, and less effort to each one. Real progress happens when you train your mind to focus on one important thing at a time. Multitasking may feel productive because you are always doing something, but constant switching between tasks creates mental exhaustion. Imagine trying to drive in several different directions at the same time. You would not move forward effectively because your attention is divided. The same thing happens when you constantly jump between different tasks, conversations, and distractions. Your mind becomes tired, your work quality decreases, and important goals take much longer to achieve. The most successful people understand the power of focused attention. They know that meaningful results come from giving their full energy to what matters most. Whether someone is building a business, learning a new skill, improving their health, or creating something valuable, they achieve more because they can concentrate deeply on one goal. Focus allows you to use your time and energy in the most effective way. Training your mind to focus begins with understanding your priorities. Many people struggle with focus because they do not know what deserves their attention. They wake up each day reacting to messages, notifications, and other people's demands. Instead of controlling their day, they allow external distractions to control them. A focused person starts by asking, "What is the most important thing I need to accomplish today?" Once you know your priority, you can direct your energy toward completing it. Another important step is removing unnecessary distractions. Your environment has a powerful impact on your ability to concentrate. If your phone is constantly near you, if notifications are always appearing, or if your workspace is filled with interruptions, maintaining focus becomes difficult. Create an environment that supports concentration. Put away distractions, silence unnecessary alerts, and give yourself dedicated time to work without interruptions. Focus is also built through practice. Just like a muscle becomes stronger through exercise, your ability to concentrate improves through consistent training. Start with short periods of deep focus and gradually increase the amount of time you spend working without distractions. Even 30 minutes of complete focus can produce better results than several hours of divided attention. Your mind will naturally try to seek comfort and distraction. You may feel the urge to check your phone, switch tasks, or look for something easier. This is where discipline becomes important. Do not immediately follow every impulse. Learn to pause and return your attention to the task in front of you. Every time you choose focus over distraction, you strengthen your mental discipline. Another powerful way to improve focus is to practice being fully present. When you are working, focus only on the work. When you are talking to someone, give them your full attention. When you are learning something, remove everything that takes your mind away from the lesson. Being present allows you to experience life more deeply and create stronger results in everything you do. It is also important to understand that focus does not mean doing everything at once. Many people feel pressure to achieve multiple goals immediately, But trying to improve every area of life at the same time can create confusion and frustration. Choose one important goal, give it your full attention, and build momentum. Once you create progress in one area, you can expand your focus to other goals. Remember that every great achievement requires concentration. A person who learns to control their attention gains control over their future. Your attention determines what you learn, what you create, and what you accomplish. If you allow distractions to control your focus, they will also control your results. But when you decide where your attention goes, you take ownership of your growth. Do not underestimate the power of focusing on one thing at a time. A single hour of deep concentration can change your progress. A single focused decision can change your direction. A single commitment to your priorities can transform your future. Train your mind to focus. Protect your attention. Give your best energy to what truly matters, because success is not created by doing everything. Success is created by doing the right things with complete focus, dedication, and purpose. When you master the ability to concentrate on one thing at a time, you unlock a level of productivity, confidence, and achievement that distractions can never provide. Time is the most valuable resource you have. Money can be earned again. Opportunities can sometimes return. Mistakes can often be corrected. But once a moment of time is gone, you can never get it back. Every minute that passes is a piece of your life that will never return. This is why protecting your time is one of the most important decisions you can make if you want to create a successful and meaningful future. Many people say they want a better life, but they do not protect the time needed to build it. They spend hours on things that do not improve their future. They allow distractions, unnecessary commitments, and other people's priorities to control their days. Then they wonder why their goals remain unfinished and their dreams feel far away. The problem is not always a lack of ability. Sometimes the problem is that their most valuable resource is being wasted. Your future is created by how you use your time today. The habits you practice, the skills you develop, the knowledge you gain, and the actions you take all come from the time you choose to invest. Every successful person understands that time must be managed with purpose. They know that every hour can either move them closer to their goals or take them further away. One of the biggest mistakes people make is treating their time as unlimited. They think they can always start tomorrow. They believe there will always be another opportunity, another chance, or another perfect moment. But waiting too long can become one of the biggest obstacles to success. The truth is that the best time to start improving your life is the time you have right now. Protecting your time begins with understanding your priorities. Not everything deserves your attention. Not every request requires a yes. Not every activity adds value to your life. Successful people know the difference between what is important and what is simply urgent. They focus their energy on things that create long-term growth instead of constantly reacting to temporary distractions. Learning to say no is one of the most powerful ways to protect your future. Every time you say yes to something that does not matter, you may be saying no to your own goals. Saying no does not mean you are selfish. It means you understand the value of your time. It means you respect your dreams enough to protect the hours required to achieve them. Distractions are one of the biggest thieves of time. Social media, endless entertainment, unnecessary conversations, and constant notifications can quietly consume hours of your day. These distractions may provide temporary enjoyment, but they often take away from the work needed to build the life you truly want. Enjoyment is important, but it should not come at the cost of your future. Your environment also influences how you use your time. Spend time with people who respect your goals and encourage your growth. Surround yourself with individuals who inspire you to improve instead of those who constantly waste your energy. The people around you can either help you protect your time or encourage you to waste it. Another important part of protecting your time is creating clear goals. When you know exactly what you want to achieve, it becomes easier to decide how to spend your hours. A person without clear goals often wastes time because they do not have a direction. A person with purpose understands that every action should support the future they are trying to create. Remember that small moments matter. Many people wait for a perfect opportunity to change their lives, but success is built through small actions repeated consistently. Reading for 30 minutes, learning a new skill, exercising, planning your day, and improving yourself little by little may seem small, but these actions create powerful results over time. Do not measure the value of your time only by how busy you are. Being busy does not always mean you are making progress. The goal is not to fill every moment with activity. The goal is to invest your time in things that bring you closer to your purpose. A focused hour spent on meaningful work can be more valuable than an entire day of distracted effort. Your future self is depending on the choices you make today. The person you become tomorrow will be created by the decisions you make with your time now. Every hour you protect is an investment in your growth, your success, and your happiness. So protect your time. Protect your focus. Protect your dreams. Do not allow distractions to steal the moments that could change your life. Do not give your most valuable resource to things that do not matter. Use your time wisely because your future is being built right now, one moment at a time. Remember, people who create extraordinary lives are not given more hours than everyone else. They simply understand the value of each hour they have. Protect your time like your future depends on it, because it does. Success is not created by one big decision or one moment of motivation. It is created through the small actions you repeat every single day. The person you become in the future is shaped by the habits you practice today. If you want to achieve your goals, improve yourself, and create a better life, you must develop daily habits that strengthen your discipline. Many people believe successful people are successful because they always feel motivated. They think these people wake up every day with unlimited energy and excitement. But the truth is different. Motivation comes and goes. Some days you will feel inspired, and other days you will feel tired, distracted, or uncertain. Discipline is what keeps you moving when motivation disappears. It is the ability to do what needs to be done even when you do not feel like doing it. Discipline is not created overnight. It is built through small choices repeated consistently. Every time you wake up when you plan to complete a task you wanted to avoid or choose long-term success over short-term comfort, you strengthen your discipline. These small victories may seem insignificant, but they are building the foundation of your future. One of the most powerful habits you can develop is starting your day with purpose. The way you begin your morning often influences the rest of your day. Instead of immediately giving your attention to your phone, social media, or other distractions, create a morning routine that prepares your mind for success. Spend time planning your goals, reflecting on your priorities, exercising, reading, or learning something valuable. A focused morning creates a focused day. Another important habit is keeping promises to yourself. Many people make commitments but fail to follow through. They say they will exercise, study, save money, or work on their goals, but they constantly make excuses. Every time you break a promise to yourself, your confidence becomes weaker. Every time you keep a promise, your self-respect grows. Discipline is built when your actions match your intentions. Small habits also create powerful results over time. You do not need to completely transform your life in one day. Focus on improving one small area at a time. Read a few pages every day. Exercise for a short period. Spend time developing a new skill. Organize your schedule. These simple actions may not create immediate results, but consistency creates progress. Small improvements repeated daily eventually lead to major transformation. Your environment also plays an important role in building discipline. It is difficult to maintain good habits when your surroundings constantly encourage distractions. Create an environment that supports your goals. Remove unnecessary distractions. Spend time with people who encourage growth. Make it easier to do the right things and harder to fall into negative habits. Learning to control your emotions is another important part of discipline. Many people make decisions based on how they feel in the moment. If they feel tired, they quit. If they feel discouraged, they stop trying. But disciplined people understand that emotions are temporary. They do not allow a bad mood or difficult day to control their future. They acknowledge their feelings but continue taking action. It is also important to track your progress. When you see improvement, even small improvement, it creates confidence and motivation. Keep a journal, write down your goals, or simply reflect on what you accomplished each day. Progress becomes easier to recognize when you pay attention to it. Remember that discipline is like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it becomes. At first, building new habits may feel uncomfortable. Your mind may resist change because it prefers familiar routines. But every time you push through discomfort, you become stronger. The things that once felt difficult eventually become natural. Do not wait until you feel ready. Do not wait for the perfect moment. Start with one small habit today. Take one small step toward becoming the person you want to be. The most successful people are not perfect. They simply commit to improving themselves every day. In the end, your habits create your identity. The actions you repeat become the person you become. If you build habits based on discipline, responsibility, and growth, you create a future filled with confidence and achievement. Choose discipline over excuses. Choose consistency over temporary comfort. Choose progress over perfection. Because every small habit you build today is shaping the stronger, wiser, and more successful version of yourself that you will become tomorrow. Your attention is one of the most powerful resources you have. It determines what you learn, what you create, what you achieve, and ultimately the person you become. Wherever your attention goes, your energy follows. Wherever your energy goes, your results begin to appear. This is why protecting your attention is not just about becoming more productive. It is about taking control of your entire life. Today, the biggest challenge many people face is not a lack of opportunity or ability. It is a lack of focus. The modern world is designed to constantly capture your attention. Notifications, social media, endless entertainment, and constant information are always competing for your mind. If you are not intentional about where you place your attention, other people and outside influences will decide for you. Many people wake up each day and immediately give their attention away. Before they even think about their goals, they check messages, scroll through social media, and consume information created by others. They begin their day reacting instead of creating. Slowly, they lose control over their priorities because their focus is always being pulled in different directions. The truth is that your life is shaped by what you repeatedly focus on. If you constantly focus on problems, fear, and negativity, those things become bigger in your mind. If you focus on learning, growth, solutions, and opportunities, your mind begins searching for ways to improve your life. Your attention is like a spotlight. Whatever you shine it on becomes clearer and more powerful. Taking back control of your attention begins with awareness. You must first recognize what is stealing your focus. Are you spending too much time on your phone? Are you constantly distracted by things that do not contribute to your goals? Are you allowing other people's opinions to control your decisions? Honest self-reflection is the first step toward change. Once you identify your distractions, you can begin removing them. This does not mean you have to eliminate everything enjoyable from your life. It means you must become intentional. Set boundaries with technology. Turn off unnecessary notifications. Create periods of uninterrupted focus. Decide when and how you will use your time instead of allowing distractions to decide for you. Another important step is learning to focus on what truly matters. Many people waste their attention on things they cannot control. They worry about other people's opinions, past mistakes, or future problems that have not happened yet. This constant mental noise drains energy and prevents progress. Instead, focus on what you can control: your actions, your attitude, your effort, and your choices. Your goals deserve your full attention. If you want to improve yourself, build something meaningful, or create a better future, you must protect the time and energy needed to make it happen. Great achievements require concentration. No one creates an extraordinary life by constantly being distracted. Success comes from giving consistent attention to the things that matter most. Training your attention also requires discipline. Your mind will often look for comfort and easy distractions. You may feel the urge to check your phone, avoid difficult tasks, or choose entertainment over growth. But every time you choose focus instead of distraction, you become mentally stronger. Every time you control your impulses, you strengthen your ability to control your future. It is also important to create moments of silence. In a world filled with constant noise, quiet time allows you to think clearly, understand yourself better, and reconnect with your purpose. Spend time reflecting, planning, reading, or simply being present. A calm mind makes better decisions. Remember that your attention is connected to your identity. The things you focus on today shape the person you become tomorrow. If you give your attention to learning, growth, and improvement, you create a stronger version of yourself. If you constantly give it away to distractions, you delay your own potential. Do not underestimate the power of controlling your focus. A single focused decision can change your direction. A single focused hour can create meaningful progress. A single commitment to protecting your attention can transform your entire life. Take back control of your attention. Take back control of your time. Take back control of your future. Stop allowing distractions to decide who you become. Choose where your energy goes. Choose what deserves your focus. Choose the life you want to build. Because when you control your attention, you control your actions. And when you control your actions, you take control of your life.